League champions Manchester City began their latest title defence in ideal fashion with a hard-fought 2-0 win over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, as Enzo Maresca got off to a losing start in West London. Prior to the touchline reunion between former colleagues Maresca and Pep Guardiola, as Guardiola's former wing wizard watched on from home, the Citizens' boss witnessed his current flankers, Jeremy Doku and in particular Savinho, cause Chelsea a handful of problems in the first half, where Erling Haaland got the champions off the mark for the new season. While failing to add to their advantage in what remained of the first half, City largely kept their toothless hosts at arm's length, barring a disallowed goal for Nicholas Jackson on the stroke of the break after a howler from Ederson. Without the omnipresent Rodri manning the midfield due to injury, the visitors lacked their usual level of control, as Chelsea threw on several of their summer signings in their desperate attempts for an equalizer. Those names had little impact, though, as Chelsea unsuccessfully tried to pick the City lock, and Maresca was condemned to an opening defeat when erstwhile Blues midfielder Mateo Kovacic fired in from 20 yards in the dying embers. There were many elements of Chelsea's performance for Maresca to take positives from, but as the Blues tried to push through a deal for Napoli's Victor Osimhen, the need for a clinical finisher inside the box was more evident than ever. Meanwhile, City did not dazzle and delight in the manner that many are used to seeing, which can be partly attributed to Rodri's absence and a lack of pre-season minutes for many stars, but they never looked under any serious threat of losing their grip on the lead. The Premier League champions are up and running for the new season, and there are no surprises whatsoever at who is on the scoresheet. The visitors play out from the back with ease and work it down the left through Doku, who fizzes a ball infield to Bernardo Silva. The Portuguese playmaker gets the slightest of touches on the ball to prod it through to Haaland, who comfortably shrugs off Marc Cucurella and delicately dinks the ball over an onrushing Robert Sanchez. Man City have been far from their best in the second half, but a former Chelsea flame makes sure of the result for the visitors. Fofana can only half clear to Kovacic under pressure, and the Croatia international breezes past Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo as if they were not there before pulling the trigger from 20 yards. Robert Sanchez dives to his right and should seemingly parry the ball behind, but he can only palm Kovacic's strike into the side of the net as Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly takes his leave. Chelsea now turn their attention to Europa Conference League matters, hosting Swiss outfit Servette in the first leg of their qualifying playoff tie on Thursday, before travelling to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the top flight 3 days later. Meanwhile, Man City have 5 days to recuperate before they host newly promoted Ipswich Town on August 24.